All right. One small thing when we look at getting ready to drive, there's some minor steps you want to take. Many of you are going to be kind of thinking and be a little scared. You're going to be kind of jumping in the car and going, okay, let's get going. But when you're getting ready to drive, you want to kind of follow a couple certain things. As you're walking up to the car, you want to have your keys ready, and you also want to kind of be looking around the car, just checking for things. Maybe your buddy thinks it's funny to put, something under your tire, like or next to your tire so that you run over it, things like that. But you also want to be safe because not everywhere is just little small Watertown, Minnesota, where you might want to be looking around and kind of knowing that nobody's around your car and possibly going to do anything to you. So let's assume that nobody's by your car. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to get into your car. The last thing you're going to do is put it in gear and you're going to go. But in between there's some steps, and you want to write these steps down. I will be asking you later on about this on a quiz or test. The first thing you want to do is you want to get in, close the door, and lock the doors. Locking the doors helps you to, it's safe, and it helps you to make sure that you're going to be staying in the car. Then if a person comes up next to you, up next to your car, you're in a seated position, and that is a vulnerable position. So locking the doors is always a good idea. My mother remembers taking her driver's test and did not lock the door. The door actually came open as she went around a corner. She quickly grabbed the door and closed it, but it was too late, and she failed her driving test because of it. So lock the doors. Then you want to check the seats. Check the car for loose objects. So you want to check the back seats for loose objects, water bottles, little baseballs, golf balls, toys of little kids. They can roll around. They roll under the seats. They can roll up and under your feet as well. And it makes it awfully hard to press the brake pedal down when there's a water bottle behind the brake pedal. Okay. Next one, you want to put on your seatbelt and strap yourself to that seat. And along those same lines, then you want to adjust the seat and adjust the steering wheel so that it fits your comfort level. And the next thing you want to do is adjust your mirror. You don't want to do them in reverse order because you would just have to readjust all the mirrors after you've adjusted them once. You'd move the seat, and then you'd have to adjust the mirrors again. So adjust all your things first. If you have a fancier car, many of you can actually hit a button for your settings, and your car will shift everything. Once you hit the button, it'll shift it all back to where you had it. I know my wife's car has that feature. It's pretty nice. I wish I had it with all the kids that get in and move my seats. Then you're going to put the key in the ignition and start the car. And most kids go, yeah, you start the car and then you put it in gear and go. But really, you want to take a moment and check all the gauges as well. Just make sure that the car doesn't say anything like, the engine is not doing well, it's out of gas, things like that. And then you put it in gear and you will go. And that's kind of it, getting ready to drive.